What's going on, everyone? My name's Boyd, and I'm back with some more Age Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the left side of the map in the blue color, playing as Thor. His name is Skady. His opponent today in the red color, playing as Zeus. It's I Am Joe. The map is Watering Hole, and we've got some friendlies going on over here. Both Dodd boys, both playing to their heart's content and playing really well. We've had some super interesting games so far. Both low-key wars, low-key mirrors, playing out very differently and being decided in very different fashions. And that's the one. So this is what we got. We got the Zeus. We got the Thor. This is a matchup that certain people have played to death and have lost quite a bit of. I'll tell you a story about a certain Thor player who went by the name of KRT Phil. Now, he was a really, really strong player. Maybe even like expert status on RTS Sanctuary kind of player. And he would match up against another strong player. You may have heard of him. His name was AOM King, Naraku, Decamus. You know, it's all there. All those kind of names were the same dude. And he would play against this player and he would lose. He lost somewhere in the vicinity of 20 games before he won his first game in this matchup, which just goes to show you that the old Zeus makes this one very difficult for Thor. And Skady opting to jump into this matchup here, because both players could see who was picking which gods. Opting to jump into this matchup, we will be seeing what happens here as a result. I think it's probably your best bet as Thor is going to be this map. With a back gold mine like this, it's going to be good. You'll see we'll see how he goes. Zeus doesn't really have. Well, Zeus doesn't have to Athena Rush, but it's definitely the thing with the most success against Thor. You can definitely play Hermes or 2-town center Athena or 2-town center Hermes with stables and things like that. Could be totally viable and work really, really well. But I'm actually excited to see what Skady does here, because if anybody can come up with a way to beat Zeus with Thor, it's going to be Skady, because he's a really innovative player and he comes up with some really interesting builds and does some cool stuff. Catastropus from Joe coming in. He's going to be wanting to find a gold mine to be or find the layout of Skady's map, either A for Athena rushing or B for Centaur raiding, finding the resources and stuff like that. We do see the Skraeling getting targeted. If this was patch 1.03, this Ulfsar wouldn't be able to complete this temple. But in the wonders that is technology, we see it going up, and no problem there with the Skraeling, because you can alt test this bad boy. Temple going up. Joe says risky temple, man. Athena is incoming for Joe. Hopefully he moves forward. One big thing that players didn't do or don't do with the Athena rushes is move forward. And it's a big thing. If you move your military barracks here, you get access to all of this and you can have everything back. All you got to do is wall up here, wall up here, wall up here, and then those raids aren't that much of a problem. Your opponent can't pick off your reinforcements because it's so close to your main army when you're attacking. And it's just really good. However, it's looking like we're seeing a fast 2-town center from Joe here. He's got 5 villages on wood, 5 villages on gold. Just going to go and build that second town center up. No problems for him there. Athena comes through, and Skady got to be scared about that one, but not going to happen. He's just going to go straight for his own second town center. He sees his gold mine. He realizes how happy he is with it, and he's just going to go for this town center himself. It's looking like he's got almost enough resources, and as soon as he gets to the next stage, he should be able to get there. But just imagine right now, it had Joe moved forward this way, ran around, sent 2 villages, moved forward, throw it up here, military academy, go. You prevent this town center, get this hunt for those 2 villages, and he would be putting the pressure on and be able to kill this gold mine. It would be a very difficult thing for Skady to defend against, but not happening. And we're seeing Joe playing safe. And we'll see what happens here. Second town center going up, longhouse going up. You need to get the longhouse up so you can get some more Ulfsark out to get the town center up faster. As you can see, Joe's already got his town center up. We see the bolt coming down onto the Valkyrie, absolutely standard. There's no reason to hold on to it for anything else. A Black Lotus chilling here, as well as the bow of Artemis. That's a really big relic. You need to be grabbing that one, especially if you're going to make, well, if you're going to make archers, you need to grab that one. And look, everybody makes archers. That's it. And they're very good. And we'll see what Joe can do here. He's going to start making the infantry. But what these fast 2 town centers do for, at least for Norse, if he gets away with this and gets his own town center up here, it means that Skady can go either A, 2 town center fast rag, or B, mass, or you have to do B anyways, but mass armor upgrades and line upgrades. So you want to get out medium raiders, medium infantry, copper mail, copper shields, copper weapons, and then get full population and see if you can catch out the Zeus army. Because you win. Norse beats... Oh, he's going to lose a villager. Oh, you hate to see it. You hate to see it. But Norse beats Zeus at full population, especially 130 population. It gets bigger. It gets worse and worse for Zeus as the populations grow in the classical age. Things change later in the game, but in the classical age, if you get enough of those raiding cavalry out, medium raiding cavalry, with enough throwing axemen out, and you get the right fight, you will be able to win those. And that's a thing. So, we continue. Where do we go? Really happily hunting over here. This is a dangerous place to be hunting. These walls will die very fast to a bunch of hoplite. We do see more military academies coming up. Got the archery range out, and Joe slowly but surely going to be starting up on the military here. Village is moving forward. Not sure where he's moving forward to here. Or why? Because he's just taking a bunch of villages off gold, but maybe going for the rhino? I don't know. Who knows? It feels like he just needs to get up there and get that forward hunt before anything crazy happens. But Skady right now, semi-fast heroic. That's what this looks like. He's not building units, yeah. And this is perfect by Joe. This is a perfect response. Semi-fast heroic from Skady to defend against a 2-town center, all in, Athena all in, right, is great. But Joe's just going boom. Goes 3 town centers. He's going to get Mythic Age very, very fast. It's going to be like a 13, 14 minute Mythic Age here for Joe. And Skady's going to be behind that. So it is going to allow Skady to get off his own Ragnarok. But I feel like Joe will either go Hera or be able to defend against it. And meanwhile, we see Joe moving forward. He's got the army here. It's a bit of a... I definitely don't want to fight this if I'm Skady, as he does run away. He takes a little bit of chip damage, but nothing too severe. He's going to get out of here. And Joe gets his 3rd town center up. He's going to be spamming out those villages, spamming out that army. And he's going to get so many resources coming in. Meanwhile, Skady going Bragi here. It's like the reaction to the reaction. It's like Joe metagames, but Skady has a response to it. Insane. And here we go. Joe moving forward. No. Joe moving back. Skady moving forward. No. It's like both players don't really want to fight each other. But I think for Skady, he needs to get popped here. He needs to get popped. He may have to use flaming weapons to get his own 2nd town center. But it will give him security of that. And we'll see what Skady does if he wants to insta flaming weapons. The other thing is that the flaming weapons really makes the Ragnarok really, really strong as well. Now Longhouse coming up. Joe making a move forward. He should not be fighting this. He shouldn't be out. He's getting out of position here. This could be really bad for him. Nice snipe there from the throwing axeman, taking some kills there. 2 hoplites getting killed for no kills there from Skady. Maybe Joe's popped. No, he's not popped. He needs houses. So I guess losing the units isn't so bad. But right now, Joe just needs to sit back on these, on this 3 town centers. Get popped. Build your houses. No houses. Joe, someone spam house emotes in the chat, please. But yeah, there they are. Alrighty. Happy days. And Joe's just going to be retreating here. Skady has a very, very strong army right now, but it's attacking all the wrong units. Flaming Weapons comes in, and we just retreat back to our town center, garrison into it. Going to be totally fine. Get all those units to garrison in. Or Forest Fire, that's nice. There we go. Dropping them in, and then you can turn around and fight this. You don't have to win this, you just have to not lose this town center. Good restoration. Minotaur almost going down. He does lose the Minotaur, and it's looking like the Flaming Weapons is just too strong for the moment here for Skady. Bunch of units still sitting in this town center though, and really strong push right now. Toxotes coming out though, going to be throwing those arrows, or shooting those arrows at the throwing axemen. But at this point, even though they get a little bit of bonus damage against those throwing axemen, is going to be doing so much damage. How many military buildings for Joe? Only 4 military buildings for Joe. He needs to retreat away from this town center, save as many villages as he possibly can, and he should be okay here. He may lose the town center, but it's going to be totally fine. Odysseus, Jason coming in to finish off this battle ball. And starting with the really strong 2 town center all in onto this town center here, onto this 3 town center from Joe. With the Flaming Weapons, he's done the damage. Joe's sitting at 103 pop. And Skady sitting at 130 pop, so most of that population is in villages. So Joe's going to be spamming out units as fast as he possibly can. Needs more military buildings, possibly even, or he's trying to go heroic age here. Maybe not even a bad idea for him to just sack this town center. He's not going to do it. He's going for the villager attack here. Has so many villagers left over that he can just do this. Totally fine, so long as he doesn't lose too many of them. Odysseus over here trying to pick off the Valkyrie. Really nice play from Joe so far, as Skady is still going for this all in. He should have just left it, but he's just sacrificed so many units, and now Joe's just happily traded, and he's completely in the game, and he's just winning right now with the villager bonus. But Skady has got the map control back, so he will be able to get his own 3rd town center, and the damage has been done, but we'll see if it was enough. As Joe is starting to get more economy coming back in. He's getting pickaxe. He's getting pickaxe at 13 minutes. I like it. And he's full villages, it's looking like. Or even he's maybe cut the villages to get to the next age. We'll see what he chooses to go. I wouldn't be surprised to see, yeah, Dionysus here. Would not be surprised to see the Dionysus, because he may need it to fight and prevent this town center from going up. The bronze makes this army of Joe incredibly strong. So we'll see if he does make anything happen here or not. But these gatherers way out of position. There's no ox cart here either for Skady, and these villagers are going to have to get out of here. He wants to pick these off because there's a potential rag heroes. Getting them down to low HP is not enough. The units all onto this town center here, and Joe going to spot it. He's got the infantry on that. Hoplites taking it down. The Toxotes is going to be doing a lot of damage as those raiders are coming in, and the Toxotes in the back just completely chew through these infantry. There's just so many of them. More villagers coming in for Skady. He wants to push these Toxotes back, which he has managed to do. He has managed to slow down that town center, which means that his Dionysus will come in clutch. And with the Dionysus comes a huge Hydra, and we'll see if that makes any difference or not, or if he brings it over, if it remembers. And now we can see a bronze to come down and prevent this town center from ever going up, as the Ulfs are still fighting over here. We'll see if the bronze comes down. Surely, if you're fighting this, you have to bronze. Nope, doesn't want a bronze just yet. The Hydra making his way over. The army from Skady is just so weak, and Joe is just picking off units left, right, and center as Skady is pulling back here. And that's just absolutely brutal. As Skady is trying to build, well, he's not even building units from everything, and he's on 124 population. His army just cannot compete currently with the army comp for Joe. He needs to get medium raiders at the very least and get a bunch of them, but he's overpopped. Maybe he still has access or a possibility of going for Balder. always an option. Ragnarok, always an option. So we'll see what Joe does. What I'd like to see from Joe here is exactly go Hera, then get this town center. Not the other way around. You want to get there first. And having Hera means that Ragnarok is significantly less powerful because you just save the lightning storm for it and you just kill it off. And we do see the Dwarven Mine that was held getting cast there for Skady. Surprised to see him not come over and grab this just yet. There's the heavy Toxotes coming in. Skady has a lot of gold in the back. Throwing down the markets there. He can trade his way to the next stage. Has no hunt left. He's got a couple of lions, but no hunt left. Eating these crown crane it's hunt, but it's slow because the villagers bump into each other so much. You see how many villages got on this? 23 villages here. Wooden walls coming up. I'd love to see Joe just throw down a bunch more military academies and just make pure Hypaspist here, because mostly what Skady's got is throwing axemen, and the throwing axemen don't do too well at all against the Hypaspist. I mean, they do technically counter, but also the Hypaspist counter the throwing axemen. It's one of those weird situations where both units counter each other, but also the Hypaspist will be able to kill off the Ragnarok. Balder is incoming right now as Joe is chilling here. Looking very, very good indeed. And there's the Hera. Bronze coming in. Lightning Storm comes in. He's going to pick up a bunch of villages here as well. The villages get put back in the town center. A lot of the throwing axemen look shot down as well. You can see Skady drop down to 116 pop. But Ballad is still incoming. Bronze is still here, but Joe's going to have a bit of a Ragnarok incoming. This was an early second town center, so it's a lot of villages. So we'll see what Joe can do, if he can find some villages over here mining from the gold mine, or we'll see. I think Lightning Storm should have been held onto there as he's retreating. We see a fortress coming up for Joe. More units getting pumped into here, but they're not upgraded raiding cavalry. And the reason why raiding cavalry is so weak early is because they have such high base armor, which means that they have more effective HP. It says they have 105 HP, right? But every time they get more HP, it means they get more effective HP because their base armor is so high. Yeah, so you have to get the line upgrades, otherwise it just doesn't. It's like upgrading copper shields when you haven't upgraded any line upgrades first. It's just why? Here we go. Oh, Fire Giant here. Medusa here to say good day. She's going to try and get around. Walk straight up to the Fire Giant. Fire Giant gets picked off there. And then the Hydra sitting in the middle of the army are going to be focusing, or going to be picking off a lot of these throwing axemen. And for some reason, Skady is deciding to fight here. He's like trying to sacrifice his units to build more of the villages. Get more villages out, maybe? 107 population. We'll see what he can do. All the Hydra going after villages here. I love it. 5-headed Hydra, or 4-headed Hydra. I can't count. 4-headed Hydra does like 80 damage per second. Look at that damage right there. Almost one hits a villager. Will one hit a villager if he gets the last hit. He has to get the last hit here. There we go. Oh no, not yet. That's like a 20% chance to get it, I think. Boom. And there it is. That is 100 damage and attack from that Hydra. Insane. Look at him go. Just one hits a villager. Wild. Medusa coming in, Bellerophon coming in, Ragnarok comes in. Will Joe just retreat? Skady goes up to 286 population. Joe's sitting at 151 population. Lots of food in the bank. Lots of military academies. Another fortress coming up. Hypaspists getting spammed. Upgrades for Skady. Bronze upgrades with copper shields. And bronze mail for Joe, so he knows what he needs to get there. He's going to retreat back to his base. Does not need to over commit to anything here. Fight underneath this town center. Make sure that you wall this off will be really important. I mean, it does only delay a little bit. Look at this army here. For Skady coming in. Bellerophon jumps in. The Paspis doing work. Joe's still sitting strong at his population here. These rag heroes sitting in the back not doing anything. Trying to get the Toxotes back into a choke point. I like that. The Paspis tanking in the front. Bellerophon does get picked off there. Skady going to be trying to just throw himself through Joe's defenses here. He does have, what's this called? Athenian wall and a mason. So these town centers are beefy. Or not just the town centers, the buildings as well. And Joe still sitting at full population. And Skady has already dropped down to 137. This Ragnarok just not able to make the damage done in this location. Joe just has too much stuff here, too much economy, just able to reproduce those units. Joe's still sitting at 153 population, and all of these rag heroes have been picked off, but it's not exactly over yet. Fire Giant can be made. Skady, I tell a lie, Skady's got no gold. It is going to be a difficult situation for him, to be sure. Now he has to retreat and see what he can do, but in reality the damage was not done. He picked off like 2 military buildings, 3 military buildings, bunch of units, but he lost all of his. And that's going to be absolutely brutal. And now the Paspis, they have the Zeus bonus as well. They're doing an extra 100% bonus damage versus buildings. So they can do 14 damage at attack. So it's still really good. Joe going to grab his town center here, get himself even more population. Skady going to be searching for something. The score differential is gigantic now as Skady is frantically getting his economy back into gear, making a move forward, picking off this gate, and then Joe moving forward, see what he can do. He's looking for something. He's just going to go straight for the town center here. I like it. Just go for the town center. Skady completely out of position. The Paspis onto this. There's no masons, only fortified town centers. Villagers running away right now. The Heracles taking the damage. Yeah, the Heracles taking the damage as well. So with the extra 40% armor, PS armor, this town center's basically doing nothing to this army. And the gigantic amount of HP Heracles has absolutely tanked here. And now Skady is looking like he wants to just try and get into the base of Joe, but look at this wall. This wall is huge. 1470 HP has masons and that Athenian wall. Just insane. But we'll go down. And Joe can take down the other town center. Skady is just running away for the time being. He'll go like coming in. Oh my god. What's that going on for? Big sorry. Sometimes my app just stuffs up. I don't even know. I don't understand. Possible to tell me how long that was going for? Okay. And not sure what else is going to be going on here. I feel like Skady's got nothing he can do. All right, less than a minute. All right, sounds great. There's not much you can do here, so I'm going to try and bash through this wall again. But he's just hiding. How much does this work? 4,800, and Joe's got 900. Okay, grab town center. Go for the town center victory. I like it. Town center here, then grab this town center here. Trying to pick up the fortress, but maybe the fortress has a crazy amount of HP, right? We'll be able to get it. The villagers can come in and pick these units off though. Oh, is he going to just repair it? Can he keep it up? It's going to be close? If he doesn't, he can't keep it up. And there's the town center. Once that completes, we do start the town center countdown. All of the villagers are coming in to pick off these throwing axemen. Skady with a kite micro. Oh, we haven't seen this before. It's good, it's good. Scoot and shoot. Yep, that's it. Creek Ragnarok coming in. 2400 for Omniscience. Did he buy it? He hasn't bought it yet. Skady just being a bit silly here. And the Toxotes coming in here. Claim a settlement or lose. Oh, I lose as well. He even beats me. Omniscience, there's the villagers. Oh, he's gonna come over and repair this. Oh no, he's going for the kills. Oh, he gets one. And the Ulfsar coming in. The stone gate though is difficult to beat. And the Toxotes coming in, and the Ulfsar. You can't run away from Omniscience, my dude. He's gonna try. He's running away there, these guys. What is this, cat and mouse? Now the villagers running away. Righto. Skady needs a transport ship. That's true. You can't run, it's Omniscience, he knows where you are. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why people resign in this game. Because they know that they'll just get hunted down and get removed from the map. And oh, he's still got the ox cart can't keep you alive, I don't think. It's just the villager. It's gonna be close. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. GG. Oh, the game just ends like that. GG. Well played. Oh, that was a good game. That was a good game. I think the only thing that I have to say about this one is if Skady went Skady, then I feel like it would have been a complete different story. Like, Frost, grab this town center, and then you're okay. I think that would have been fine. Or just, yeah, like Joe said, just go straight for Rag instead of the third town center would have been totally fine as well. Anyways, that's me for the season.